Well, good morning, tubers. A little early morning vape chat with Tim. This isn't the video that I planned to do today, to be honest with you, but Troy Reid from the DIY world, off-grid project, decided he was going to drop a bomb of truth on us yesterday and come clean about the fact that he lives in a junkyard. Note, Troy, this is not news for those of us who've been watching your videos. A few comments to make on his manufactured honesty from yesterday. Well, let's see. First of all, we are privy to the fact that he's working well into the night. I hear the generator running. I don't understand why the fellow doesn't work during the day and get that stuff taken care of. Instead of piddling around on his computer. If he's going to run his generator anyway, and you could clearly hear it in the background, why not do the work during the day? Does he think that we're stupid enough to think that, oh my gosh, this poor man, you know, he's working? No, he tells us right up front he's been dicking around inside all day, and then he goes outside in the middle of the night, runs his generator with his lights. Again, I'd like to know the situation with his batteries. You want to give me a little honesty, Troy? Why don't you come clean about this solar deal? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, Troy. When I started watching your channel, I was living in Germany. And I know a thing or two about solar because Germany spends €1 billion a month installing solar. It's the #1 country in the world. I think they have more solar installed in Germany than the entire rest of the world combined. So I was interested to see how you would handle it. You know, a shoestring installation. I've seen some of the other guys in their RVs and whatnot, you know, with the solar controllers and the batteries, and I thought, well, gee, let's see how this guy out in the woods handles. He's got, you know, 4, 6, 8 panels, and, you know, and that's what cued me into the fact that you're not honest, Troy. That's what upended you with me. I mean, there's been countless other things since then, but just so you know, the fact that you've never done an honest appropriation of the watt hours collected, the watt hours needed, you know, the ins, the outs, you know, showing constant pictures of the solar controllers doesn't help. Showing pictures of how much you supposedly got in on the panels doesn't help. What people need to know is how much you can actually store, how much is your demand, you know, what's the ins and the outs. And in all these years, you've never mastered that. You've got a battery sitting out there that I guess you're going to waste the time building an enclosure for that apparently, I mean, the damn thing is big enough to run a forklift for a day. And it won't run solar lights at night, you know, beside the fact that I don't think you need to be running around at night doing that work. That's just another one of your, oh, woe is me, look, I'm out here working all night. We see through that, Troy. And, you know, when you walk 10 feet away from your house and you show 3 or 4 little piles of trash that could easily be picked up, you know, by your church members or by you in the last 2-3 years, it's not like you're living in the middle of, you know, a dump in India. You got a few little trash piles around there that you could easily clean up, cover up, fill in, whatever. You're not doing it, okay? Why don't you just be honest? Why don't you say, look, I'm lazy as crap, and I'm trying to engender as much sympathy as I can to get you people to give me stuff that I don't want to work for. Just be honest. I mean, you could do, I mean, Nomadic Fanatic, for example, is very honest. I mean, now he has come out with a video where, you know, he's quit drinking. He has become somewhat sensitive to his viewers because, you know, I used to be able to say the guy just wanted to ride around with his cat, visiting national parks and drinking beer. And he's not, you know, he's essentially unrepentant about that. He's very honest about that. And people still give him contributions. So, you know, you might do better just to come clean and say, look, I'm kind of a lazy son of a bitch. You know, I'm kind of worthless with women, so I have to go overseas and find me a young girl that doesn't know what the hell's going on, her head from her ass, and so I can bedazzle her with a $49, you know, ring and, you know, just be honest about it. I mean, you're selectively honest when you think it might help you. You didn't apologize to any of the people who've been calling you out for your lies all these years. And I think that's a huge red flag right there. Now, you know, it pains me to have to be addressing these things all the time. And, you know, I'm trying to help you, Troy. I mean, even though you're a religious goober who probably doesn't deserve it, I don't really want to see you starve to death and freeze in the winter. It'd be nice if you could get you a girlfriend. I feel sorry for the both of you, but you might learn something. But it's just sad that you would try and continue at the, that's the dichotomy of it. While you list, the videos of you like it coming out, I'm sorry, people, I feel sorry for you because you're a lazy shit, not because you've got 2 or 3 piles within 10, 15 feet of your house. And then I remember all the vermin videos. Oh my God, I got, well, don't get me started, because I won't stop. But Troy, this is getting to be ridiculous. Come clean completely. Apologize to all those people that you've slandered, that you've had their channels shut down, because they've been trying to point this stuff out. I'm not going to take screenshots of your junkyard out there, your tar paper shack. I don't need that. I'm not going to link to your videos, and I'm not going to engage in your trolls. Whatever. They can't do anything to me, Troy. There's nothing that they can steal from me. There's nothing that they can do to me. I'm my own guy. They can't make trouble for me anyway. So I'm free to speak my mind. And I'm not going to let you continue to perpetrate this scam on people. You don't want to work for a living. Let's just be honest. You have plenty of time to work. Now, for whatever reason, you don't want to get a regular job. Be honest with people and say, gee, I just don't want to get a regular job. Don't try and pretend that these little, 10-minute YouTube videos are sucking up so much of your day that you can't possibly find it, because it's obvious you haven't been doing anything else. You could have had that place scrubbed down. That's another thing about living in Germany, Troy. You know how meticulous those people are. And I'm sure that if you were that inattentive to your situation over there, I'm sure that they were just, horrified by you. That's, the ugly American. And then there's the idea that I'm supposed to overlook the fact that you can't even keep your razor free from your cats. Dude, take care of your things. I've seen you destroy more gifts and fritter away more opportunity than I've had in the last year since I got back to America. And the fact of the matter is, I got back to America with 4 suitcases and a dog. Now, I don't know if you lived in a castle like you like, or mansion like you like to say, because I don't know where the trail, I'm not going to search for your backstory. My life story is on the web. Anyone wants to know how I lived can go to my Flickr. They can see what I was doing in Germany. It's all there. I've had 250,000 views total on my pictures. They can see the kind of house I lived in Jackson. If they'd like to see the backyard theater, they can find that. If they'd like to see where my wife was treated for cancer, they can see that. I don't have to manufacture a new story every day, Troy. I'm not trying to hide anything. I don't know why you are. The only reason that I can think that you are trying to hide everything, and it's not out of shame. I'm not ashamed of anything that I've done. And I don't know why you would be, unless there was something seriously, let's say, underhanded about it. And that's what people think. So you've probably got one chance to save yourself in the eyes of the YouTube community, and it wasn't that video that you did yesterday. You're going to need to really come clean, Troy Reid, and you're going to need to tell people what the hell is going on, what your real intentions are, why you're such a lazy son of a gun, and maybe you'll get some sympathy outside the church folks that you've got completely bedazzled. I would think that they might just be a little upset that you've been throwing a con job on them, but my theory on the religious folks is that they sign up for a con job just being religious folks. But that's a whole different story. I think you're misusing that greatly. And I'm not going to sit here and just, let you try and dig your way out. If you want to come clean, come clean. I'll address my situation in another video. I'm sorry that I had to get, again, this, to me, this is more important to try and shut down this guy or straighten him out before he takes advantage of anyone else. And to that end, I will continue to address it as long as it's necessary, as long as I have the time to do it. I'll give you guys an update. Everything on me, basically the short story is I'm fine. I should be rolling out of here about Tuesday. So I've got another video up or working on in the can. It's in the can. I still got to do some editing on it. But I just wanted to stop and take a moment to comment on, Troy's Junkyard Millionaire video and his newfound manufactured honesty. You guys have a great day. I plan on it. I'm out.